Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually use ChatGPT and Canva to create coloring pages or books. So without wasting much of your time, let's get to ChatGPT. So I'm using ChatGPT 4, which is the new version. So we are going to start with brainstorming. Yeah, if you actually doesn't know yet what type of the book that you want to create. So like now, I've just said, what type of coloring book does kids aged 4 to 8 like? So as you can see, ChatGPT is doing its work and then it's telling me its own ideas. So from these ideas, that's where you can get your own idea of the book that you want to create. Unless you have already done your research, your keyword research, and you've found what type of book you already want to publish. But this time, I don't have any in mind. So I have just told ChatGPT to help me with that. So as you can see, it came up with some ideas, things like shape, mandalas, and patterns, season and holiday themes. So because now it's during Christmas time, I think it's better for us to go with the season. So you can just see whichever ideas that came up and then choose what you like. For now, we're going to choose seasonal and holiday themes because it's during Christmas time. So you can just copy that, the seasonal and holiday themes, because there's like Christmas on it as well. So you just copy it out and then you're going to paste it back into ChatGPT. If you do this, it will then give you more information on this particular thing. As you can see, it's telling us more about this type of book and what we can actually create. So there's education aspect, there's variety of themes and images, there's family activity. Now on here, you can choose which one you actually like. Here we are going to choose variety of themes and images. So as you can see, now we have got more information on that. So there is like Christmas, there is Halloween, there's Easter, there's spring. So it's all talking about the holiday themes. But now, Christmas time, let's go with the Christmas theme. Now we are going to tell ChatGPT to tell us more about the first one, which is the Christmas. So you're just going to copy down what it's already told you, what it's already written, and we are going to tell it to give us more information on that. I didn't change anything, I just pasted back. So if you do that, it's going to give you more information on that. So it's giving us examples now of what we can actually, what type of coloring books we can actually create on this theme. As you can see, that's quite a number of things that you can actually, create. So now we need ChatGPT to give us some prompts, that we can actually use to create these things that it's already told us. You don't need to do your own prompts. It's going to do the prompt for us. So I've just copied the first one that says Santa Claus, and that one I just copied it back, and then I'm telling ChatGPT to create a prompt for daily that can be used to create that type of coloring page. That's going to be your best, your prompt best, because when it creates that prompt, you can then paste it back into ChatGPT, then it will give you the image. But then the image might not be perfect, but it's a starting point because you can tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until you get the image that you really want. So here I'm just telling it that it's a coloring page, so make sure that it's on a white background and there's nothing around it. So I just said no noise around it. So let's see what type of image ChatGPT is going to bring us. Okay, so there is the prompt. As you can see, it's written as a prompt that we can just copy and paste it back in, and it's going to give us an image. So for images, it's using daily. So now it's like combined into ChatGPT, not on its own, ChatGPT 4 actually. So as you can see, it's creating the image now. Let's wait and see what type of image it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be what we're looking for, but if not, then you just need to take the prompt back in, paste it back into ChatGPT and do some changes until you get what you want. That's the image that we got. So we've got Santa Claus. There he is. Look at the reindeers. It actually looks all right. But the thing that I don't like is that it's got like some feeling, because we want the image to be black and white. So if you press on that caution sign, you're going to actually see what type of prompt ChatGPT used to come up with that image. So what you need to do is to copy that prompt, put it in like a notepad, open a notepad or whatever you can use to copy it on so that you can actually tweak the prompt. So I'm going to paste this prompt on a notepad so that we can tweak it, and then maybe in the end we might come up with a better prompt to produce this image. So you need to read the prompt, see what's gone wrong with that image, and then try and change some things so that those things can actually be omitted next. So we're just gonna fix this prompt now. So there it said a detailed line art illustration suitable for a coloring page. Right, but I really want to add onto this because what I want is a children's coloring page. So I'll put children's coloring page featuring a basic cartoon outline off, then you continue with the prompt that ChatGPT actually wrote in the first place. So you're just going to copy the rest of the prompt. If you see like some other things you really don't want, then you can actually omit that. You don't need to put it in that prompt. The prompt is just a base for you that you can start with, and then you can be tweaking it until you get the image that you like. So I'm also just telling ChatGPT that the design should emphasize thick and distinct lines. Yeah, because you want the outline to be like actually visible, thick and clear. Because you guys, with ChatGPT, all you need to tell it is what you really want. It doesn't matter how long the prompt is. You really need to tell it step by step what you actually want. Because if you omit something, it won't dream. So I've said it needs to have thick and distinct lines, making it easy for children to color. The image should also be in black and white on a clean background, because we don't want the background to be black or to be red or to be what. We want it to be clean. Now let's see. We are going to copy this prompt and then take it back to ChatGPT, and we are going to see what ChatGPT is going to come up with. Now it's creating the image. Oh my. See what it's brought up. Even though we say that we needed it to be clean, we've got a background that is black. It's not a good image, is it? So now let's try and tell ChatGPT to remove the black background. Let's see if it's gonna fix the image. It's not quite what we are looking for. You're not gonna get the exact image, but it's gonna use the same prompt and then add on to whatever you're telling it to do. Okay, so that's what we get next. Oh, there's still some black and at the background there, and it's so clouded. I'm just trying to tell ChatGPT to fix this image for us. I'm just saying that's not a white background on the page. There should only be the image of Santa in his sleigh pulled by only 2 reindeers and nothing else. Now it's creating the image. We might not get the same image, but at least the image that's gonna come, oh yes, that's so much better. You see that, guys? That's so much better now. We've got the image that we can actually use, because that's Santa Claus there, and we've got some reindeers. We don't have so much going on, and that's a coloring page that we can actually use for a book. So now what you can do when you get the image, you can either modify it more, or you can use it as it is, or if you want, you can use some other softwares like Photoshop or Canva to take off some bits that you don't like on the image. But for this video, we're just going to use this image, because if we say let's modify, we are going to stay here for all day, and we don't have that time. Now what you do is you need to copy this prompt, because you can use the same prompt for the other pages. So we are going to create a design with a width of 11 inches and a height of 8.5 inches. Because this is like a wider image, we need it to be on landscape. If it was just like, you know, the one that can fit a portrait size, then we could say height should be 11 and the width can be 8.5. But now we are using a larger image, and then it's gonna go landscape. Okay, now you can save it to whatever you want. Now you need to go and upload the image that we downloaded from ChatGPT and put it on the page. Okay, so if you put it as a background, it's gonna cut off and it's gonna just fill the whole page. We don't need that, because otherwise our image is gonna be cut off when printing. So we are going to put it, and then we are going to make it fill the page, so it won't fill the whole page. You need to have some border around it, so that when you upload it into KDP, you should not have any issues. As you can see, guys, that's a proper coloring page that a child can actually use. You can actually remove some of the stuff if you don't want it. You can actually use Canva to do that. What you can do, you can just go to the elements. Yeah, you can find an element like a square and fill it in white, and then when you put it on any of those of the layer that's behind it, it's gonna cover it. Then it's gonna look like it's deleted it, and then it won't be visible. So you can do that, and then just keep duplicating that. If you duplicate and cover everything that you don't want to see, and you're just gonna make this page to be clean around it. If you don't like your coloring page, as I have said before, you can actually go back to ChatGPT and tweak the prompt that was used to create this coloring page. Because the video shouldn't take so long, we're just using this just to show you guys. It's just a baseline that you can actually use, but then you can go, you know, you can take your time and do more as you wish. Okay, as you can see, we've got a nice clean area down there. I think I'm gonna take off the stars on there just so that it can be a bit more clean. So you can just adjust that square so that it can fit on the area that you want to cover. But then you don't need any more of them. You can just duplicate them and then move it to the area that you don't want to see. As you can see, we have covered the stars, and voila, there you go. There is the coloring page coming to life. It looks so beautiful. Just a bit more on the bottom bit, then we are done with that page. So you can go back to ChatGPT. Remember that it gave us a lot of suggestions, a lot of ideas. You can then take another idea from there, do the same process that we have done with this coloring page until you have enough pages for a book. You can even use these pages somewhere else, not KDP, if you want. You can use them for kids in the house just to have fun and color them. I do that sometimes. At least you need to put a first page where they can actually write their name. Don't just start with the coloring pages, and then you can just put another page back to the elements. Remember where we got the square, find a square there and then fill it with white. Change the color because now it's black. If you fill it with white, it's just gonna like disappear. You might think, oh, where is the box? You need to put the border so that it can go around that box. Then it can look much better, because otherwise it will just be like it's disappeared. Now you need to go back to the text and then put a text box there. That's gonna be used to create the line. So you are just going to press the dash key on your keyboard just to create the line. This line is gonna be used for them, to write their name. And it's gonna make this page as well look good rather than just leaving the box empty. So when you create the first line, what you're going to do is the next line under it, you're just gonna copy that line and then move it into place. That's your first page. Now this book belongs to page is gonna be the first page inside the book. So that's the process, guys. You can get back to ChatGPT, go and see what other ideas it gave, and then do the same thing and come up with another coloring page until all the pages of your coloring book are done. And then when that's done, then you can just download that book in PDF format. Don't forget to flatten it, and then you can actually upload it to a KDP, or you can sell it wherever you want to sell it. But remember, guys, when you use ChatGPT, remember to tick the box that said you actually use ChatGPT to help you with the images. But that is not a problem for now, because books are still selling even though they are created by ChatGPT. All you need to do is just to disclose that you did use ChatGPT or another software or whatever to create the books. Okay, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you hit subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Until next time, bye bye.